Hi everyone, welcome back to the College Insider. I'm so excited to be back with you. I know it's been a week or so since I posted, and so I've been promising you a topic a week in each category. And so today I'm trying to get caught up on some things. And so today I want to talk about college prep. I want to talk about 2-year versus 4-year colleges. Now this is a really good subject, and it's a really personable subject for me because I'm a professor at a 4-year university, and so I have my thoughts on that. But I'm also a mom, and so I have a child that went to a 2-year college and got a degree, an associate degree, and I have a child that went to a 4-year university and got a bachelor's degree. Both of them are successful and they both have great jobs that they enjoy, but they're two totally different atmospheres and types of education. They're both good educations. There's nothing wrong with either of them. But you really can start thinking about this as you're, in high school and you start thinking about colleges. One of the first things you can do is just think about, where do I see myself? What kind of campus do I see myself on? Two-year universities or 2-year colleges, sometimes they're called community colleges, sometimes they're technical schools. There's lots of different kinds, but most of them offer an associate degree. Your 4-year universities or colleges, you can have either, public colleges and universities or private institutions. And so lots of different choices even within those general titles of 2-year and 4-year. So let's talk a little bit about some of the differences. Now in 2-year colleges, these are numerous. There's, I'm sure, a 2-year community college close to where you live. There's just very many of these. And basically what they most of the time offer as associate degrees are either certificates in a technical program. These could be like welding, LPN nursing. My son had a degree in renewable energy, EMT. There's lots of different things, truck driving, lots of things, HVAC, linemen, lots of things that are in these categories that pay really, really well. The difference are they are smaller campuses. They are focused mostly on the degree or the trade that you're wanting to go into. You don't have to do all of the general education requirements that are typically required at a university, such as all the Englishes, all the math, all the sciences, all the histories, all the electives, which would include, social sciences and things like that. You go there and you focus more specifically on the trade or the field that you're interested in. There are still some requirements, some math requirements and some English requirements, but it's not as many hours. A lot of associate degree careers have higher pay than even bachelor's degrees. So it's not a bad thing. A lot of students really thrive in that type of institution. It is really good at obtaining sometimes just your general education courses. If you're not sure if you want to go to a university and you don't want to waste that money, start at a community college, start at a smaller place and taking a few classes at a time. They're also more affordable. The U.S. News and World Report says the average in-state tuition for community college is about $3,660 compared to about $9,716 in public state colleges, 4-year institutions, or even $35,000 for private institutions. Private institutions are very expensive, so you have to think about that too. Most students, need scholarships and things like that for those. But 2-year colleges have a more flexible scheduling options. They were originally designed for working students, so they do offer a lot of part-time and evening courses. The classes are going to be smaller, and you're going to get more personalized support service. My son went to our campus for a year, and in his second semester, he came to my office one day and he's like, I'm tired of taking all these gen ed classes. I don't like being in a class with 150 people. That's just not what he wanted to do. He didn't want to take any more history, any more social sciences. He wanted to find a trade or a degree and start working. And so that's what we did. We looked into community college that was not far. He found a program he was interested in, and he loved the more hands-on, smaller class sizes. And he also liked going to one place and getting his ID, getting his schedule, getting financial aid, all of that in one place. It's just a more personalized support service. My daughter, on the other hand, loved being on a big, huge college campus, a 4-year university. She loved all aspects of that. So it's a very personal decision, and there's not a wrong decision. So some questions about two-year colleges. Will those college credits transfer if I change my mind? Most of the time, yes, but you do need to make sure that you check with that four-year institution that you would want to transfer to and make sure that the courses you're taking will transfer. Classes are not easier to community college. People think that, but really it seems that way because you're going to have smaller classes and more individualized instruction. And so if you're going there thinking it's going to be easy breezy, it may be, but only because it's going to be a smaller atmosphere and you tend to thrive better in those. Some people do. Can you still get financial aid and scholarships? Absolutely. Applying for your FAFSA will lead you to all different kinds of loans, grants, and scholarships that are available. Can anyone get into a community college? That's not exactly true, but admission standards are usually a little bit lower than a four-year university. So maybe you don't have a great ACT score. Maybe your GPA is not great. Maybe you've struggled a little bit in high school and you finally now are getting it together and you want to do something, but maybe you don't meet the criteria for the four-year institution you want to go to. Go to a two-year college, get your GPA up, get some credits on your transcript with good grades, and that will help you transfer easily then into a larger institution. So what about four-year universities? Well, they're going to be broader selections with more degree options, more vibrant student life. People live on campus, there's student unions, there's eating on campus, there's clubs and organizations. Now, I will say, community colleges have come a long way in this regard, and they're starting to have more clubs on campus, more social events. So I know some of the ones local to where I am are doing that, and you'll hear them talk about more social events and things like that, trying to get student life a little bit amped up for their students. There's more networking opportunities. It's just a completely different experience. And like I said, there's not a good or a bad to either one. It's really just personally about what you want to do and where you feel comfortable. You may have to go to a four-year university to get the degree you want, and that's okay. But maybe you want to start small and get your feet wet, and that's okay too. Maybe you just want to jump right in a four-year university and be, everything be new and exciting for you. It's really completely up to you. It's a personal decision. Can you live at home in a four-year institution? Sometimes, but a lot of four-year universities are really going to wanting students to live on campus. And that's because they want you to get that total college experience. Living on campus research shows that you are more involved when you are on campus, and that really is true. Now, if your university's in your hometown, they make exceptions to that, but you really do want to get the full experience if that's what you're looking for. Can you get an associate degree at a four-year university? Yes, you can. There are associate degree, bachelor's degree, master's degrees, and doctoral. That's one way they say there's a broader selection, but that doesn't mean that it's for everyone. Okay, it is a personal choice, and first of all, college is not for everyone. Some people don't go to college at all, and they still find meaningful and gainful employment. So even if you think maybe college is really not your cup of tea, try a two-year college or a technical college. See what you think. You may enjoy that, and then if you do well there, you may want to move on to a bigger university. Some students will thrive in different environments, so that is okay. It's okay not to be comfortable in one or the other. Smaller environment is better for some students, larger is better for others. Either decision you make is going to be a good one, I promise you. We should all be lifelong learners. So even if you just take a class or two, get your feet wet. See if it's something that you think you might be interested in. I know college is expensive, so you don't want to waste money, but start small and take one class. See how you do. It may change your whole opinion of what you want to do with your life. But I really urge you to look at the degrees offered at different places. Go through the list of degrees offered. Go to a technical college, go to a community college, then go to a four-year university. Look at those options and see what interests you. And then you always make your college visits. Do that before you make a decision. Find some place you feel comfortable. Okay, guys, that's just the brief synopsis of two-year versus four-year. I've dealt with both as a parent, had great success. Again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe in that corner right over there and like the videos. That's the only way I know if you guys are watching and want more content. So I'll bring you something new next week. Not sure what it's going to be yet, but we're going to talk about something good in college prep. Again, thanks for tuning in. See you guys next week. Bye.